Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. MFJJ here for PodiumArcher.com talking about Hoyt Go-Stix. This is a little bow bipod basically that Hoyt came out with this year that everybody got really excited about, but it took like a month and a half to get them. So just got these the other day. We're going to go ahead and put one on a bow for you and show you how it works. Any bow that you want to use this on, looks like you got to have this lower stabilizer position down here to be able to use it. So for those of you who own a bow that has a lower position, you can probably put this on here, even though it does have Hoyt's name plastered all over it. Doesn't mean you can't use it. It looks like a relatively simple device. I mean, it's just an aluminum quick disconnect basically with a couple of machine spots in it. If I can get started here, we go. For where those legs go into. Just want to make sure you mount that good and vertical and still use it as a stabilizer quick disconnect. So that's a neat little incorporation. I want to say these are $79.99, so it's basically the same size as, or same price as a limb leg. So I'm sure they're kind of going after that idea somewhat. I may not have got that on square. And you got your two little carbon rods here that don't weigh very much with little rubber feet on them. Almost looks like an old bludgeon blunt from the old shoot rubber tips days in archery. I may need to straighten this out a little bit. So I would say this is probably their answer to the engaged limb leg. However, you do have to leave your cam on the ground. So no matter what, that's always going to touch. Now it does appear like your arrow wouldn't touch anything, or if you had a long stabilizer, it typically wouldn't touch anything. And this is just like that. There we go. Pops in like that, screws in like so. Relatively simple design. I think for a person with a Hoyt, I think PSCs, a lot of them have that lower positioning mounting hole. Any others might be a worthwhile little thing to have. I mean, it's not going to hurt to have it. For sure, it's not adding much weight, and you can take these off pretty easily while leaving the quick disconnect in play, and then you basically bought a quick disconnect, which in average is probably about a $30 part to begin with, so you're paying another $50 to have some legs on it. It's a nice little feature, a nice little plus. So it's relatively light. I would say the engaged limb leg is kind of a bit cooler just from the standpoint that your cam is not touching the ground. So, but I think that's about as close as they're going to get with their limb pocket design, and also offering you something that is somewhat a little universal to where it can go on a bow other than just theirs. They are $79.95, and at this moment, Hoyt is not letting us put them on the website. So, about the only thing I can do for you there is give the shop a call and see if we have any still and if we can work that out. We did just get 20 or so of them. But it feels like and seems like a relatively well-made part. All in all, I think that, like I said, I think the limb leg's a little better, but if you don't have a Matthews, you don't have that option. So that's a Matthews specific part. So this is a really cool idea. I'm glad somebody came up with it. I want to say I saw something like this like 15 years ago back in the 3D days. Not like with longer legs on it, but that might have something to do with why they decided to put this lower mount here to begin with, planning on incorporating something like that anyway. Not much more to say about it. I can't really, nothing else really exciting there other than it's kind of a neat little feature that if you got a Hoyt and maybe you got a PSC, you might want to take a look at. Your local shop should have these if they ordered them now. We ordered these after launch because I hadn't seen them yet, and we just got them. So I would imagine that if your shop had them on order around launch time, they probably got them. So check out your local shop. Give your Hoyt dealer a call who's somewhere near you. See if they have that or if they're going to carry it. Definitely a good item to have if you're a Hoyt guy, and possibly even if you're a PSE guy, unless they have something for that. So head on over to PodiumArcher.com for all your archery needs. $99 and up. It's free shipping. Looking for video ideas. If I'm making 3 of these a week, I'm going to need ideas. I'm going to need a reasonable amount of them. I've got a list that's pretty lengthy, but if we're pumping out 3 a week, it's only going to take me 2 months to get through that list. And I always do product reviews if they're available. But I always look for input from you guys. What are videos that aren't out there that you're looking for? Questions that you have that want answered that probably weren't making a video because there's a lot of people that want to ask them. So hit the like, hit the subscribe. Keep following along. Growing fast and really digging it. Loving the input I get back from you guys. But more than anything, hey, thanks for checking us out. Keep coming back. We'll see you soon.